What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having an incredible day. I want to talk about why does habituation get such a bad rap in the tinnitus community? Why is there so much pushback? Why is it like you talk about it and it seems like there's a lot of negativity surrounding it? I'm going to get into like my theory of why this is, but dealing with tinnitus sufferers and people who have rain in the ears, there is a lot of negativity in the community. I've dealt with several people who will come to me for advice. I'll tell them advice, and then they'll instantly like push back and rebuttal why they do what they do or why things are the way they are. And they're very non-receptive to any sort of thing that's outside their realm of what they've been doing. Obviously, what they've been doing hasn't been working, or why would they still be lurking on these forums and in these YouTube comments spewing negativity for everyone else to see? And you see this a lot in the tinnitus community. In fact, by and large, the majority of comments you will read and come across in like Reddit and stuff like that, a lot of them will be negative. That's why it's like tinnitus success stories. It's like people have to like search to find it because they're not there. And I will tell you why this is. Because people who recover from tinnitus, they're not on forums. They go on with their life. And you don't see the millions of people who recover. You don't see all the people who recover. You really just see a lot of the negative stories. And that's the truth about it is if you've recovered from something horrible, you're going to go on with your life and you're going to go live your life and you're going to get past this. And that's what the majority of people do. So the people who are stuck in it, who haven't moved on, who haven't done the right things, who haven't made the positive changes that they need to make, they get stuck. And so when you talk about something like habituation or like cognitive behavioral therapy, people don't like to hear this because people have been indoctrinized by Western medicine. Western medicine is great at what it does. If you have a broken leg, Western medicine is the way to go. They can fix you very easily. They have protocols for that. They're very good at that. Western medicine is you have a headache, you take an aspirin. You get shot with a bullet, you get surgery. It's very good at fixing these physical issues and changing things that we don't like about ourselves, right? Plastic surgery, a lot of really breakthrough technologies and breakthrough discoveries in Western medicine. However, it is not good with emotional issues. If you are suffering with an emotional issue, if you're suffering with a debilitating mental issue, Western society is not the place to be. It is because they don't know how to handle these sorts of issues. Trust me, I was a person that almost went to a mental hospital. They basically the only thing they will do for you is put you in a box and give you drugs. That's it. When in fact, this person needs to be around a community. They need to be around loved ones. They need to be around people who will, God forbid, make room for their quote unquote weirdness. We don't do that in our society. We throw drug addicts in jail. We throw mentally disturbed in boxes. We don't. Why do you think the elderly get treated so poorly? Well, because they can't consume and they don't consume anymore, and they don't create. They don't provide. Right. So what use do you have for society? So we live in a very consumeristic, driven society that wants quick fixes right now. So when you tell somebody there is a cure for tinnitus, but it's done through cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's this thing called habituation, and it takes sometimes up to 24 months. It can take 2 years, and you have to do all these steps, and you have to meditate and do all this journaling, and you have to get coaches, and you have to get mentors, and people are just like, whoa, what? They just tune out. They don't want anything to do with it, right? If I can't get it drop shipped to my house in like an hour, if I can't go down to the street and get it in like 2 seconds, then I don't want it. That's exactly how people's mindsets are in Western civilization. But if you look at in Eastern medicine and Buddhist philosophy, and hell, even reading the Bible and Jesus Christ and all that stuff, like you will find that there is so much wisdom in like Stoic principles and rooted in old school philosophy about, learning to control thyself. And Marcus Aurelius realizing that my suffering comes from my inability to let go of the things that I'm trying to control. And you read a lot of this like old wisdom, right? That's rooted in like Stoicism, Christianity, Buddhism, all of these Eastern philosophies, Eastern principles. You begin to find your healing. And it's really in how you respond to situations that are beyond your control. And in Western civilization, and especially here in America, we are divorced from this old wisdom. We are divorced from these concepts of long suffering, these concepts of, learning to let go of things you can't control and be okay with the way that things are. Learning to let go of things and be okay with the way that things are. We don't know how to do that in America and in Western civilization. We want instant gratification. We want everything given to us right now. We don't have patience. We don't care to wait. We don't care look at the obesity rate here in America. People, heart disease kills 1 out of 4 people. We have a society with weak people. And I know the YouTube comments are going to start, I don't care. At the end of the day, this is the truth. Okay. Our society is addicted to instant gratification and pleasure. Nobody really wants to do the work to actually heal themselves, heal their mind, get to the problem, get to the root issue of what a lot of people's problems are, is emotional issues. And Eastern medicine, has a way better handle on dealing with emotional issues, dealing with mental issues than Western medicine ever could. So when I started to realize that a lot of these negative comments are coming from people who have been indoctrinated their entire lives by Western medicine, and they can't think outside the box. They can't challenge their paradigms. And because of that, I believe that is why habituation gets a bad rap. That's why people don't want to try it. People often will tell me, I've tried everything. And you're like, well, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried this? No. Well, you haven't tried everything. It's a lie. You're lying to yourself. Just be real. You haven't tried everything. No one's tried everything. You can't try everything. Everything means everything. You've tried everything you're comfortable trying. Just be real with yourself. Let's be real. You haven't tried everything. So it's like when I start to pry and I really start to push back on people, which I will do. People reach out to me. I'll push back because this is, why would I waste your time? You know what I'm saying? But that's how I started cutting through all of this stuff, right? Is pushing back on people and being like, listen, why is habituation? Why do you hate it so much? Are you just looking for a quick fix? Anyway, I could go on and ramble about this stuff, but that's why I believe the habituation has a bad rap, is because people's minds have been indoctrinated by Western medicine, Western philosophy, and we're divorced from our inability to get down to the deep essence of who we are emotionally, who we really are as people. We before we can get there, we start scrolling. Everyone, look at the average screen time people spend on their phones, 5-10 hours a day. That's crazy. When do you have time to think? When do you have time to feel? When do you have time to really get in touch with who you are? Of course you're going to hate habituation. That takes time. It takes practice. It takes doing things you're uncomfortable doing. You have to sit with your pain. You have to sit with your tinnitus. You have to sit with your suffering. It's not easy. I would love to sit here and sell you some quick fix. Here, take this supplement. Buy it for $2,000. You'll be healed. It's not the truth. Truth is that there is a cure, but it's not what Western medicine can sell you. So thank you for watching.